What's up, everyone? It's Phoenix here, bringing you guys another reaction. This time, it's Honest Trailers Incredibles 2. Let's just get right into it. Here we go.
14 years after you fell in love with The Incredibles, your favorite super family returns with an all-new adventure featuring surprise twists that will keep you guessing, unless you remember anything at all about the first movie.
You can't count on anyone, especially your heroes.
Superheroes keep us weak.
It's a safe bet, actually. Pixar's target demo was Jack Jack's age back then. Incredibles 2. Experience fan-favorite director Brad Bird's sixth feature film, and his fourth about how regular schmucks like us need to suck it up and let the gifted play by their own rules, in a Pixar film that continues their tradition of passable sequels that don't hit the mark of the first one. Except that one time when it was even better, and that one time when it was so much worse.
Agent, you mean like insurance agent? Like a good neighbor,
Probably one of
Mater
the
is...
worst Pixar.
Suit up once more with The Incredibles. Bob is a dad who just wants to turn his children into living weapons, while Helen just wants a cool action set piece of her own for once. Last time, they learned to trust each other and fight crime as a family unit, after a mishap where one of the parents did illegal hero work on behalf of a techno genius who turned out to be a villain, and the public learned to love superheroes again. Now, after 15 minutes of erasing all that progress,
So now we've got to go back to never using our powers.
watch the Pars learn to trust each other again and fight crime as a family unit again, after a mishap where one of the parents does illegal hero work again on behalf of a techno genius again, who turns out to be a villain again. And the public learns to love superheroes again. And if you think they're gonna mess with this formula for the next one, I can give you 1.2 billion reasons why they won't. Looking to spoil the fun is the evil Screenslaver, a villain who uses screens to hurt people, including the audience. She believes heroes are a dangerous menace we shouldn't rely on, which the movie never really disputes.
Oh my gosh.
That's a rocket launcher!
Wait!
And has some incredibly solid points about the harm of society's nonstop consumption of media,
Break a sweat, participate in life.
which of course makes her the villain in a Disney movie. Shut up, evil lady that wants us to go outside. Real heroes are already subscribed to Disney's streaming service. Woohoo! Look at all that IP.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Give me all up in that IP, man. I want to bathe in it. So enjoy a film with the exact same dynamic as the first time around, that's still incredibly charming. And holy moly does it look good. But after 20 films, if another Pixar movie has a chase scene for a climax, I'm gonna dash myself off a cliff.
We're almost there! I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick.
Stop chasing. There's other ways to end a film, you know. Why don't you switch things up with a huge world-ending threat that like menaces people by projecting some kind of like sky beam or something? Wait, what am I saying? I've become what I hate the most. Never mind. Chase away to
Touché.
infinity and beyond. Starring Down with the Thickness, Triangle Man, Streaks and Geeks, Cash Cash, Phantom Threadna, Samuel Elsa Jackson, Bob Odenkirk, and Catherine Keener just really wanted to play another hypnotist. Run, Frozone, run! Super Smash Bros. Sisters, moms, and dads.
You have powers!
Jack has powers?
Yeah, Incredibles. Everyone knows Jack Jack has powers. We found out in the last movie, and Rick Dicker found out from the babysitter in Jack Jack Attack. Kinda surprised he didn't clue you in on all this. That's a real Rick Dicker move. Rick Dicker. That's a funny name. George Clooney was a Batman of insufficient quality.
That's fine.
Yeah, I said it. Without cookies, I'm just a monster. Thank you for nothing, you useless reptile. Gummy
Thank you for
gumdrops
nothing,
tops
you
pops
useless
in your
reptile.
epic voice. Who's a good doggy? You are. Yes, you are.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That was fun. Honestly, I think Incredibles 2 was one of the best sequels of, in a while. I would honestly say one of the best sequels that Pixar has done almost ever. I would say that, well, I didn't really like Toy Story 2, but Toy Story 3 was a lot better than the original, I would argue. But then again, it also had a lot of nostalgia going for it, and it was the final thing. Except not anymore, because now there's Toy Story 4, which I am going to react to like next. I kind of actually forgot about that. But honestly, I think Incredibles 2 was arguably better than the first. Like I said that in my review, but I honestly believe that. You can watch them both back to back, and Incredibles was a very good movie. There's no disputing that. It was a very good movie. I just felt that Incredibles 2 was a lot better at showing, different powers and, showing that struggle, and it really made use of a lot of diverse powers, and in a way I thought that the villain was a little bit better. I mean, the love syndrome and all, but I also liked the sort of like little twist and the references to other superheroes like Batman and even the Marvel films. I just felt that it was a better sequel. Some people don't agree with that, and that's fine. It did feel like the same thing almost, but it was also had that little touch that made it different. And I think that's what's important. I mean, a good sequel understands what made the first movie successful and does it better. I hope that in Incredibles 3, assuming that there is one, because there probably is going to be one. I just think, like, if they do Incredibles 3, which they probably are going to do it, whether we want it or not, they're probably going to have an Incredibles 3 at some point. Maybe it'll be 15 years from now. Maybe it will be a little bit sooner, but I'm pretty sure there's going to be an Incredibles 3. Because they do have potential of there being an Incredibles 3, and there probably is going to be one. When there is one, I think that we need a time jump. We need a time jump. We need a time jump to when Jack Jack is at least a teenager. Simply because that I think Jack Jack is going to be an important character to flesh out, and that needs to happen in the third film. That's what's going to make the third film really stand out. The fact that Jack Jack has all of these powers, he's sort of a jack of all trades, and he's really going to have to stand out. And there is potential that he could be the villain as well, eventually become a villain because he has so many powers. And I think that would actually be pretty cool, because we've dealt with, the obsessed fan, and we've also dealt with whatever Evelyn was, but we haven't dealt with a family matter, really. And it would be interesting to see a family member become bad, and then they have to be stopped. So, and honestly, out of all of them, the one that's more likely to become a supervillain is probably Jack Jack, because he has so many powers, and because he's so young that we don't know what he's going to become yet. I just think it'd be really cool to play that off. But outside of that, that's all I have. Anyways, comment down below what you guys think of this video of Incredibles 2. And should there be an Incredibles 3? And, yeah. Peace out, guys. It's been a blast.